The rise of Alex Renald's daredevil YouTuber. Alex Renald was a name that set pulses racing. His YouTube channel, Extreme Alex, boasted millions of subscribers. They tuned in religiously for his heart-stopping stunts. Jumping from skyscrapers, racing souped-up cars through busy city streets, scaling impossibly tall structures without safety gear. Alex lived for the thrill, and his fans lived vicariously through him.
I knew I was walking a fine line between bravery and stupidity, but the rush of adrenaline was addictive. The roar of the crowd, intoxicating. I couldn't stop, even if I wanted to.
Little did he know his latest stunt would come back to haunt him. The email arrived on a Tuesday morning. Alex almost missed it among the flood of fan messages, but the subject line made his blood run cold. "I know what you did." His hands shook as he clicked to open it. The contents were brief but devastating. Someone had footage of his illegal break-in. Clear, damning evidence that could ruin him. The blackmailer's demands were simple. Pay up, or the footage goes public.
The email included a short clip as proof. There I was, scaling the fence, disabling the security cameras. It was unmistakably me. Panic set in. I'd built my brand on being a daredevil, but always within the bounds of the law. At least that's what my fans believed. This footage would shatter that image. I could lose everything. My sponsors, my channel, maybe even face criminal charges.
Alex spent a sleepless night weighing his options. The blackmailer's deadline loomed. He had 48 hours to make the payment, or face the consequences. Every time he closed his eyes, he saw his career crumbling, his fans turning against him, the disappointment in his parents' eyes. It was almost enough to make him reach for his bank account, but something held him back, a nagging voice in the back of his mind. It whispered that paying wouldn't solve anything. The blackmailer would always have that leverage. They could come back for more, and more, until Alex had nothing left to give. And still the truth could come out. He'd be broke and exposed.
The alternative was terrifying. Coming clean meant facing the music, admitting to my fans that I'd crossed a line.
4. Friends rally crafting a counterattack.
Mia, I need your help. This is bad, really bad.
Alex's first call was to Mia, his best friend and fellow YouTuber. Her channel focused on investigative journalism. If anyone could help him out of this mess, it was her.
Okay, Alex, tell me everything, leave nothing out.
Mia listened without judgment as Alex poured out the whole story.
We've got this, Alex. You're not alone.
Within hours, Alex's apartment was transformed into a war room. Mia had brought in their mutual friend Jake, a tech whiz with a knack for cybersecurity. The three of them huddled around Alex's laptop, dissecting every detail of the blackmailer's email.
All right, let me see what I can dig up. Tracing the IP address now. Okay, it's not much, but it's a start.
Mia's investigative skills kicked into high gear. She pieced together a timeline of the night in question. Who might have been in the area? Who had the most to gain from Alex's downfall?
The key is to draw the blackmailer out. Make them think they have the upper hand. Alex, you agree to the meeting, to the exchange, but this time you'll be the one holding all the cards.
As night fell, the trio fine-tuned their strategy. 5. Section Showdown at the warehouse. The appointed hour arrived. Alex stood alone in the abandoned warehouse. His heart pounded in his chest. Every shadow seemed to move. Every sound echoed ominously. He clutched the briefcase filled with fake money, a prop in this high-stakes drama. Hidden cameras were in place, courtesy of Jake's technical wizardry. Mia and a small team waited nearby, ready to spring into action. A figure emerged from the darkness. Tall, hooded, face obscured.
You made the right choice, Alex.
The voice sneered. It was distorted, unrecognizable. Alex's hands shook as he held out the briefcase.
The money's all here. Now delete the footage.
The figure laughed, a chilling sound.
Oh, Alex, did you really think it would be that easy?
In that moment, Alex knew. This was never about money. It was personal. Triumph of truth. Alex's bold revelation. The next day, Alex sat before his camera. The familiar act of hitting record had never felt so daunting, but he knew what he had to do. He looked directly into the lens and began.
Hey guys, I've got a story to tell you, and I need you to hear me out.
For the next 20 minutes, Alex laid bare everything that had happened. The illegal stunt, the blackmail attempt, the confrontation. He didn't sugarcoat his mistakes. He admitted to letting his ambition cloud his judgment, to crossing a line he never should have approached. As he spoke, comments flooded in. Some expressed disappointment, others support. But overwhelmingly there was respect for his honesty, for facing the music head-on.
I lost sight of what really matters. It's not about the views or the likes. It's about inspiring people, about pushing boundaries safely and legally. I hope you'll stick with me as I work to earn back your trust.
He hit stop and sat back, exhausted but relieved. The aftermath was intense. Some sponsors dropped him, others stood by him, impressed by his integrity. As he planned his next video, a collaboration with Mia on the dangers of blackmail and the importance of cybersecurity, Alex knew one thing for certain. He'd rather face 1,000 truths than live with one lie. The real adventure, he realized, was in being authentically himself. No stunts required,